I can never forget the moment I first saw her. She had claimed a tiny corner for herself in the suffocating atmosphere of the shelter. When I looked into her eyes, I saw all the heaviness, all the exhaustion that had built up inside her. She was like a shell whose soul had been drained away. A heartbreaking sadness had settled over her, but at the same time, there was a quiet, indescribable gentleness that shone in her gaze. At that moment, I knew. If I could get her out from behind those shelter walls, she would break free from all her chains, come back to life, and blossom completely. The very first thing I did when we got home was wash away all traces of the shelter. I gave her a thorough bath, and it felt like, along with the dirt, the weight of her past had also been lifted. The moment she stepped inside the house, it was as if she finally realized she could rest. Like a traveler who had found a safe harbor after a long, grueling journey, all the tension in her body seemed to melt away. I could almost feel her take a deep, releasing breath as that invisible burden on her shoulders lifted. She was sweet and affectionate toward me, but my boyfriend Jacob was the absolute owner of her heart. Watching the bond between them was one of the greatest gifts life gave me. Poutine wasn't what you'd call an especially active dog. Most of the time, she preferred to rest quietly in her own calm little corner. But whenever Jacob appeared, an incredible spark lit up in her. His presence seemed to awaken a dormant joy inside her. They would play, run around, and share joyful moments together. That sparkle in her eyes only ever came alive when Jacob was near. In the first few weeks, she barely went near any toys. They seemed meaningless to her. I tried. I placed them in front of her, encouraged her, but she would just stare at them. I kept wondering, will she ever actually play? Then one day, completely out of the blue, she started playing with a toy. I'll never forget that moment. It was something she had never done before. Witnessing the awakening of that small, joyful dog inside her was indescribable. My eyes filled with tears because it wasn't just about play, it was a sign that she was reconnecting with life, that she was finally starting to feel good again. Up until then, she had been a shell. But in that moment, Poutine began returning to her true self. I've always had a soft spot for Pitbulls and other bully breeds. It has always saddened me to see the unfair stereotypes and negative assumptions people make about them. Adopting Poutine was my first experience with the bully breed, and I'm so grateful that her sweet, gentle, loving nature helped others begin to see past those misunderstandings. And then the day came. Muddy Paw's rescue helped Poutine find her wonderful new mom. When we first introduced her to her new family, it was like love at first sight. The glow of love and acceptance in her eyes and the peace she radiated in return told us everything was exactly as it should be. She truly could not have gone to a better home. Knowing she found such a loving, understanding family fills me with peace. Of course, it was a bittersweet goodbye, but her everlasting happiness was all that mattered to me. When Poutine came into my life, she was just a shell. But when she left, she had transformed into a vibrant, colorful butterfly. Her story reminded me once again how much every living being needs a chance, a home, and love. This journey with her was one of the most meaningful experiences of my life, and she will forever hold a special place in my heart. I love you, Poutine, forever. If Poutine's heartwarming story touched you, please don't forget to like this video. Share your own furry friend story with us in the comments. And subscribe to our channel to witness more life-changing stories of rescued paws.